Oh my eye. Motherfucking Kenzo. Bro, guess who I've been smacking down, bro? Amber. Dead ass, bro. The most craziest shit. Bro, I was on Tinder, right? And I was scrolling, and then it said some bitch named Kimberly. But I was like, that's like, that, I know who that is. And we end up matching. We end up matching, bro. I was like, Kimberly, ain't this Amber? Oh my God, bro. I was rolling. Oh God, bro. Oh, you playing with I'ma leave. Let me put my camera up.
Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, the ground game. Open space at the 25. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Makes the grab outside. It's Scott. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Howard. Extending the play. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. won this battle, but that guy is so hard to pull out.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That's caught. It's Smith. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the 1st drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks. You're able to come out. You run the ball. You throw the ball. And this offense right now is in a groove early.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Defense in press coverage. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He makes the connection. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Ohio State 7, Tennessee 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Ibuka. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now he's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that DN getting that sack.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moves around to clear up the vision. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got him, and they convert. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on.
Afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver. He was staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there to knock it down.
Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. On second and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, fourth and goal, you're backed up a little bit after a couple bad plays, and you make the play. You needed it. You find your receiver, throw it up. He goes and gets it. What a play by this offense in a critical moment.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This time they'll go to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
Offense chasing Houston.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't connect. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Coming out with it, it's Bolden. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking to go up top on first down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Returner runs it out to the 40. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over. 1st and 10.
A first down for the offense. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on." And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the mark. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Dances away from the heat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Howard. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Ohio State 8, Texas 0.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
second down coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He chucks one out to the right. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. On to attempt the try. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. They'll try the bootleg for the 2. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now they're going to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. Fires to the end zone. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have...
Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be...